Hey YouTube, it's Amanda. Early in the morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. here. Getting up. Today is my first day working or back to work. I am blessed that I will be working at home full time. I took another position with my job right before I went out on leave, and it actually starts today. But it's working out really good because it'll give me the flexibility to kind of really just settle in and get comfortable with this new lifestyle. Um, I think the best thing for me would be to do these videos every other week, and maybe sometimes every third week, and then just kind of give you all of the updates at once. So let's start with how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty well. I mean, I'm about 90%. My energy levels are good because I am getting in my protein. Excuse me. The only thing is just that endurance during a workout. So I'm still trying to build that up. But I signed up for a 5K in September. So I have a couple of months to get ready for that. And I'd like to kind of walk it. I don't really want to walk the whole thing. And I don't think I'll really be ready to run the whole thing. So I'm going to try to do like a run walk. So I'm excited about that. Numbers. Let me get to that. Well, before I get to numbers, let me get to food. So I officially transitioned to soft foods today. But let me tell you what I did. My doctor called for a 21-day liquid diet. That means anything I could put through a strainer. Well, my stomach started feeling like it could handle more. So what I did was last week I started just kind of eating my soups thicker. And if they had something in them, like towards the end of last week, so if it had chicken or beans or potatoes in it, I actually started to chew those things and go ahead and just basically use my teeth to puree them. And so far, I haven't had any issues. I did go to the movies yesterday with my family, and I had a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean probably a cup and a half, maybe, of popcorn, and it hit my stomach hard. It didn't make me sick, but I could feel it in my stomach. So that may not have been the best idea, but that's probably the only thing I've ever eaten that just really hit it hard. So let me get to the numbers, and I'll explain as I talk about the numbers. I'm going to kind of explain the transition of everything. So highest weight, which was 2 weeks before surgery, was 299. When I checked in for surgery, I had lost 7 pounds, so I was at 292. First week weigh-in, I was at 276, I believe. Now, when the second week rolled around, y'all, I had this insatiable craving for salt. I mean, it was crazy. And I know that I am one who will retain fluid. So I went on a salt craze. Like, I knew I couldn't eat a pickle, so I would be drinking cups of pickle juice. And I even went to my gas station and bought this stuff called beer salt, which is basically lime flavored salt. And I was just like dousing this stuff in my body, and I knew it wasn't good for me. So that week I retained a lot of water. So that week I went from 276 to 279. And I went to 280. I was so mad at myself because I knew what I had done. So from that week to this morning, I'm back down to 275. So I got all of that water fluid off of me, or the fluid I was retaining, plus an extra pound. So I'm happy with that because I knew what I did to myself. So I'm not upset about it. I just know I have to really keep that stuff in check. So 275. Started working out last week. I wanted to get in 3 days. I wanted to get in 4 days, but I only got in 3. But now that I'm here and I'm working at home, I take about an hour for lunch. So I think I'm going to use that hour every day to work out. So my goal this week is to work out 5 days, and that's Monday through Friday. And if I can get in something on Saturday, then that'll be great. This weekend is my 10-year anniversary, my 10-year wedding anniversary. But we don't have a whole lot planned. I still can't eat a lot, so we're going to go out to eat, but I'm sure I'll just end up eating soup. Excuse me. What else? What else have I noticed? My mouth stays dry all the time. And if I feel like the protein is drying my mouth out, because when I'm actually drinking protein, I can feel my mouth and my lips becoming very dry. So I feel like it's the protein kind of. But I've been pushing, still on it. The only thing I'm probably still struggling with is water. I probably get in about between 45 and 50 ounces a day. And prior to surgery, I was a big water drinker. I mean, I would drink 5 to 6 20-ounce bottles a day. And so I think that's where I think the protein paired with the reduction in water is kind of where the dry mouth is coming from. But I'm still pushing and still working on it. I have started using my regular water container again, and that helps me because it's about 24 ounces. So I know if I fill it up, 2-3 times a day, I get in my 60. So just have to try to stay constantly drinking something. What else? Okay, so this is like the adult only portion, but I had heard some VSGers say that like sex was different after surgery, and it is. It's like you've lost weight, so you don't have that extra meat there to go around. So that was a nice experience, just understanding the difference. And then I'm more flexible. My body, my flexibility that I had before is returning. I've always been kind of a flexible person, so I always love to stretch and stuff like that when I work out, and just sometimes just stretch. So that's enjoyable. Other than that, it's just been like learning my body, really just pushing myself. I'm going to give myself maybe another couple of weeks, and I think I want to start working with a trainer at that time to try and get me to help me push myself. I think I'll be really ready. I need to find a protein chart, like something that tells me, how much protein is in eggs and so forth and so on. Because I'm gonna start incorporating, those foods into my diet this week and just getting my stomach used to that stuff. I'm feeling great. Don't feel sluggish, bad. Don't feel any of that. I feel great. So just learning this whole sleeve thing. But if you have any questions that I didn't answer, feel free to ask me. I'm an open book. It is what it is. So feel free to ask me. Maybe next time I'll have time to put on makeup and get all pretty for y'all. But it's 6:30 in the morning. This is what you get. I think you might be lucky that my voice has changed over. I don't sound like anymore. So, but anyway, I thank you all for your support. There are some people that I want to mention, and because I'm crazy and retarded, I keep forgetting to remember their names. But one of them is Sleevelicious. She had surgery a couple of weeks before I did, but we had some of the same experiences. But I just wanted to let her know that she's doing great. There is another lady. She's gonna strangle me. I can't remember her name. But she's not here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But we've kept up over YouTube. Lord help me. I'll think of it and put it in the next video. But she is still kind of in her pre-op process. But she's hanging in there. She's working to lose that weight. And then, of course, there's another lady here in the DFW, Tamala, that I keep up with, who seems to be pushing along well. So, but I mean, there's so many VSGers that I could go through saying thank you to, because so many of us have reached out to each other and just shared our journeys and our videos. And there's another lady that had surgery the exact same day I did. Can't remember her name. And let me tell y'all, please don't blame it on my heart. I don't do names well. I forget them. But we had surgery about the same time, and we had surgery the same day, sorry. And she seems to be doing well also. So for those of y'all who just had surgery, welcome to the Loser's Bench. For those of you who are preparing for surgery, it's definitely a lifestyle change. Don't let anybody tell you that this is the easy way out. I had my doctor say she wanted to lose the natural weight, and I think she caught what she said. She was like, well, I don't think I would qualify for surgery anyway. And I agree. It's much easier just to diet and exercise, but it doesn't work for everybody. Some of us need some additional help. So it doesn't bother me when people make those little crazy sideways comments. But let your journey be your journey. Don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong for making a decision that you made for yourself. I was scared out of my mind before I had surgery, and now I'm so happy I did it because I feel better. A lot of the aches and pains that I had in my body are gone that fast. I mean, in 3 weeks, they're gone. So don't let anybody persuade you to do anything. If you're a person of faith, you pray and you ask God to guide you and ask Him to help you make this decision for yourself. This is your life. You live it. So anyway, I'm going on and I'm over 10 minutes, which is not me. So let me get off of here. You all have a great day, a productive week, and keep losing.